Okay folks, first start up, I've got gas in the tank, got the lines ran. There's only showing 11.8 volts in the battery and it's not turning over right. It's going back to what it was doing before. I'm going to try it, but you'll see what I'm talking about. If it don't roll over, I have to put it up on compression and then hit it, and then it'll go. But we've got to do some work on it yet. We're going to see if it'll start though. I may have to prime it. And now you see what I'm talking about. So if I turn it and get it up on compression, this thing's been sitting a long time, and I know it needs a carburetor belt on it, so we're going to have to tear it down. But it's not idling down good or anything, but it is running good, so we're going to keep at it. But it does start anyway. All right, gas tank's good, no leaking. We're good there. Still, like I said, got a starting issue, which I've got a buddy that works on these things that I may get over this way, and instead of me spending a week on trying to get it figured out, he can probably come over here and knock it out. Like I said, I've got to do the exhaust yet, and we'll keep at it. It is running and starting and all that good stuff, so we're getting there. It's actually moving now too. I've got the pedal adjusted to where it'll go. Got to do some brake work on that little disc brake and get it adjusted out right, you know, to where it works good. And you know, it's coming right along. So it's actually, besides having, I don't have the shifter hooked up, if you put it forward and started it up, you could actually drive it like it is. Okay folks, we had some running issues. Finally got all that figured out. The electric solenoid on the bottom of the float bowl was sticking. Got it running pretty good. It's not idling down as low as I want it. We'll work on that some more tomorrow. But pulled the muffler off. Now we're running exhaust on it. It's going to be kind of tight. The way this steering is, you know, there's no good way of getting through there. So we're going to have to come under. Don't have any choice, and then we'll come back up. But you know, I don't see it as being a problem. But we did bend the pipe with that tubing bender, and looks pretty good. And you can only go 90, so I had to go 90 and then move it and then go some more. So but we've got it bent around, and we didn't get the other one bent around, and we're going to get to working on it here. I'll show you more. Okay, hopefully you can see under here. We've got this pipe run. Now you can see it's about a finger's width below the pulley, but this is a 2x6. So you figure it's what, 5.5. So we're over 5.5 inches off the ground, so that should be fine. Like I said, I didn't have a choice. The way this steering runs back and forth through here, it would hit no matter where I put it. So I could have took this pulley off, but I'm going to wait on doing that. You know, the electric clutch. But bent the pipe up and then brought it back, and now I'm going to go bend another one for the other side. I've got it run back to just in front of the rear end here. So we're going to run it out the back and just make it into doors, and we'll still probably put side pipes on it. And I know that's kind of crazy, but it's just for looks anyway. So all right, let me get back at it. Okay folks, the exhaust is on. I wanted to make sure that it didn't protrude past these pieces here, and it didn't, of course. But we're going to do the grill. Now if I stay with the height of the firewall, which is way lower than the engine, that's going to put the top of the grill, you know, real low. So I might go a little bit higher, but I'm going to bring the grill down the sides, and the grill will actually end down low. It's going to make it look like it sits lower, and then once the side pipes are on it, it'll make it even lower. But exhaust is very loud. I've got it running right in front of the rear end. We're going to take and at the back of the exhaust, once I get it run past the rear end, I think we're going to put 3/4 pipe fittings on it, and then we'll screw in 2 lawnmower mufflers, and then if we can leave him in it, and then as he gets a little bit older we can take him out if he wants it louder. So that'll quieten it down some, but it should still sound good back there. But I'm going to start it up. It probably won't be able to hear it good on this camera. I'll probably drown the camera out actually, but we'll see. Okay folks, I know I was supposed to be done, but I think we'll spend a little late night out here. I've found something. This is an old, I don't know, went in the grill of an old car, but I don't know what it was for. It's not a 57 Chevrolet, I know that for sure. And I mean, it's not in perfect shape. It's you know, the chrome's not very good on it, but I think I'm going to use this for my grill. And just something about it, I like the way that it looks. So we're going to try it, and I'm going to go ahead and work on that tonight, since you know, I've already got it in my head what I want. And just follow along here, and then when I'm done you'll see what I'm talking about. But you know, like I said, we're not going to do a real tall grill. We're just going to do a grill you know, about up to here, but we're going to take it down. It's going to be about 13 inches tall and about 13 inches wide, I believe, and that should be plenty for it. I don't want to make it too big because it'll look out of place with the body. Now it's going to look out of place with the motor, but you know, one of the deals is we want the engine to look like it's massive in a little go-kart. So you know, that's, and which it really is, I guess, but that's the point of it. I'm going to go ahead and do some cutting on this and taking it apart. Now we're not going to use the bumpers. I'm just going to use this main piece, and you know, it'll probably be painted when it's done anyway, but and you can see it's rusty on the inside pretty bad, but we'll work with it. But I'm going to see if I can get these bolts out. They may or may not come out, and we'll work from there. Alright, okay, we got all 3 pieces cut up here, and this is what my idea is. I'm going to put it together and make it into a grill. And what we're going to do, I think I'm going to get a radiator, an aluminum radiator that I can cut down and put inside of this to make it look like it's really a radiator. I think once I get it welded together, it'll look alright. So let me tack it up and see how it looks. Okay, we've got it welded together here the way we want it, and now, and it's not welded permanent, it's just tacked all together. Make sure that I do it the way I want to do it. Now we found an air conditioning condenser, And this is less than an inch thick. So we're going to cut it and try to make it where it fits inside this. And now I'm going to have to do some cutting on the inside to be able to sit it back in where I want it, but shouldn't be a problem. Okay. Okay, we're getting there. Looks kind of out of place right now, but remember I got to do something across the bottom. We got to do a bumper. We got to do our headlights and some kind of a radiator cap design. Something. We'll put something up there. But anyway, I don't think it looks too bad. I may narrow it up some. I don't know. It's about the same width as the engine. And like I said, you know, it may look a little out of place right now, but it won't look so bad when I start getting everything on it, and just you know, it's different. And I'll probably end up having to paint it black, which, I mean, I can leave it chrome, but it'll have some places it's gonna get hot. It's probably gonna rust. So anyway, but that's the idea that was in my head, so we'll just see how it works out. You know, usually I do something, and then if I just don't like it, I tear it apart, but unfortunately I'm going to run out of time if I don't, you know, keep rolling on this. So anyway, I still haven't cleaned my mess up. As you can see, I got a heck of a mess around here, and I still got to get the windshield frame on, and you know, well, anyway, we'll keep at it. Like I said, I may narrow it up a little bit. If I take 2 inches out of it, it may look a little better, maybe. It's pretty wide, so wouldn't take much to do that. But anyway, all right, appreciate you watching, and till next time, bye.